Hello everybody, welcome. Randy here with Nerds Templar. This is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. It is set 14 for the Red Division, the beginning here of set 14s. After 13, DK 10-3 by himself up there at the top. King K. Rool, Simon, and Byleth at 9-3. Just behind him, King K. Rool beat both of them. Pyra and Mythra at 8-4, just behind them. And then Dr. Mario at 8-5, just behind her. We got Yoshi, beat both Terry and Pit, all 7-5s. Pit down there at 9th place, 7-6. Zelda and Hero. Zelda beat Hero. Brawler at 6-6. Mario at 6-7, the last playoff spot there. And then we have the 5-7 Marth, just dropping down, and then Lucario at 4-8, Kirby at 4-8. Lucario beat him. Those two spots, 15 and 16. Big difference. 16 stays, 15 leaves next season to the a new division. Greninja 4-9, along with Young Link and Ryu. Greninja beat them both. Young Link beat Ryu. Jigglypuff's 2-10. Peach is 2-10. They haven't fought yet. They're both bad. But hey, one of them is going to get another win, so there's that. What we got coming up for these guys in set 14 here: Lucario taking on Greninja, Kirby versus Hero, Byleth versus Young Link, Pit up against Ryu, Pyra and Mythra taking on Jigglypuff, Peach versus Mario, Marth versus Zelda, Brawler against Terry, K. Rool versus Yoshi, and Simon versus Dr. Mario. Be a great one there. And Donkey Kong, that 10-3 at the top, is on his bye finally. So we'll see if K. Rool, Simon, or Byleth, one or more of those can make it up there with him today. Let's get into it. And again, for this set 14, we'll go back to secondary skins. Set 15, we'll do tertiary again, and then for 16, we'll be back to some regular main skins for a bit. But I think at that 16 point, set 16 after that, that's basically our 3/4 point. And I think we're going to definitely take an in-depth look at playoffs again for everybody at that point. And then we're also going to, probably from that point onward, we're going to be able to look at future matchups for fighters as they're fighting. See how their playoff pictures really do look. Right now, maybe a little too early to do that at the moment. Right now, Lucario, Greninja, both of them really need a win here. Greninja 4-9, Lucario 4-8. Both with a shot still in this one. Even with a loss, it's iffy. 4-10 Greninja would be pretty iffy, but it's still possible with already the 4 wins, not having a bye yet. That's where Lucario would drop to if he loses here, but hey, he would go to 5-8. Pretty good. Not possible to get quite into the playoffs yet, but he's just a step closer maybe. As he gets the first knockout here, Lucario on Greninja, 80 on Lucario. Greninja Super Mushroom. This is there a couple times. Might have had the knockout if he didn't. Greninja. And still 0%, needs the knockout. Super Mushroom again on him. Or maybe he was normal earlier and Lucario was poisoned, I believe that's what it was. Back to normal, nothing happened except 30% now on him. 110 on Lucario, he's been there for a bit now. Oh, Greninja catches him. 14 damage there, 14% damage, 127, 132. You need the knockout though, Greninja. That's not enough just to do the damage. Sometimes we see this a lot with the fighters with the bad records. They can do some damage, they just cannot get those knockouts. And perhaps if they were sorted by, like, in divisions by weight or something, maybe they would be a little closer. Who knows? But that's not how we're doing it here. Goes. We've seen some lighter competitors do very well, so it's not impossible. 146 Lucario just hanging in there. Not like Greninja's light, he just apparently doesn't have huge hits. He's got to have some though. Just cannot get them. Finally, with the Super Mushroom, down goes Lucario once. The Greninja kept his percent slightly low, 62, 70 now. Lucario, that's still a pretty decent cushion of a lead for Lucario, though. Poison Greninja back to normal now. $85 on him. Be careful. Already up to 100. Only 18 on Lucario. Looking great for Lucario right now. We'll see. And 5 and 8, he could go up a spot depending on how he and Marth did face to face, if they have yet. Gets that an easy knockout there. Keep a big lead here on Greninja. 27 only on Lucario's second. He could pull ahead basically an entire stock lead already right now. Oh, Super Mushroom almost finishes it right there for him. Not quite. $48 already on Greninja, 43 Lucario's second. And that's how we're going to start things today. Lucario, Super Mushroom. Is it going to be right here? No, not quite. Again, that's going to be Greninja. 10 losses now. It's a lot of 4 and 9s, which means there's 3 of them, 3 at 4 and 9 who have yet to have a bye. That's kind of crazy. So a lot of pointless buys almost at the end here, which is kind of nice, I suppose. Some that are less pointless though, Hero and Mario being 2 of them, coming up after Greninja actually has his bye next set. Oh man, off of the platform first before being launched. That was crazy. And Lucario, there he is. He's going to stay for sure. Going to stay in that number 15 spot. Potential to move up 1, but definitely with a win, he's going to remain in good playoff potential. Not quite in yet, but he's right there. Greninja 4 and 10 might be done, might not be done with the 4 wins already. Who knows? See what happens by the time his bye's done. See where everyone stands after 15 when he's done with his bye when we move on to 16. Till then, let's move to the next match. May not be the easiest one for Hero here at 7 and 6, who wants a win to stay up toward the top of that moving spot. He could even maybe break back into the top 8. He's been there before. Could do it again, maybe. Kirby should maybe be easy. It's really hard to say. He's 4 and 8 now. He used to be number 1 last season. 13 and 7 here in the red. And he did pretty well in the playoffs too, actually. So I would say so. He was number 1. He had his bye, and he went on to beat Rob, and then he beat Pokemon Trainer. Lost to Captain Falcon in the semifinals. So he made it pretty far. So one of the top 4 competitors after all was said and done in the postseason. It was him, his Dedede, and Captain Falcon in the final. And other than that, the losers in the semifinal that those 2 beat were Kirby and Lucas. So that is that. 3 of the yellow division, none of those are yellow division. 3 though of the yellow division were in the, and that was the most of any division. In the quarterfinal, just all 3 of them lost. It's like Kirby already losing his first stock. Hero only at 44, 59 now. Super Mushroom though, going away as he's hanging on the edge. Kirby missing that mallet. Poison Mushroom on Hero though. Back to normal from the Super. Nice counter by Kirby there. 30 to 75. Kirby needs the knockout, however. Already starting to slip in this one. Oh man, big size mallet, not going to happen. He's not getting any attacks off. Hero not allowing that. Not much doing. 67 on him now, though. On his second already. Hero only 75 on his first. 88 now. And a Super Mushroom for Kirby. Just spamming that up A, up B, I'm sorry. And there, a knockout. 105 on him, though. Have a long way to go to bring this one back. Curbs. And again, 4 and 9. He's not going to be done just yet, but pretty much. The 2 4 and 8s, him and Lucario. Lucario 1, Kirby going down means, yeah, just a more he's got to climb. It's looking that way. Hero an entire stock lead now. Kirby on his last. He's floating up there. Here he comes. He actually hit that one. Hero Super Mushroom. Can't quite finish it here, I don't think, with only 11 on Kirby's last year. But it's not looking like Kirby's gonna make the playoffs. He does still have a chance. That doesn't mean that he's gonna actually do it. So he went from number 1 last season to actually possibly staying because he's one of the 6 worst. The top 8 stay, the bottom 6 stay, and the middle 7, other than those guys, the other 7 move on from 9 to 15. Kirby is 16. So at least he'll stay in his perhaps beloved red division. Maybe he just needs next season to start turning things around. Maybe just, maybe there's just something about just got off to a bad start this season and he just needs to reset. Maybe he'll be back up there in the top 8 next season. Wouldn't know if he ends up moving on though. So maybe he's just trying to throw the match on the computer. 79, Kirby's last. He's actually got Hero to 104 on his second, but oh man, a nice down B. Actually, I can't believe he did that twice and actually landed it. Hero down to his last. Kirby at 103, Hero Super Mushroom. Any chance at all? Not really. Poison Mushroom now on Kirby. And that'll do it. Fireball. Connects. Nice shot, Hero. That'll do it. And that Hero is now 8 and 6. There's a lot of 8+ wins in this division. We are at the point now, of course, set 14 there. It's bound to be, I guess. 8 and 6 is almost 500. But it's good. It's above 500 by 2 wins. So he's looking really good. I think, again, once you hit that 10 wins, you are probably going to be good for playoffs. You can't be certain, I guess, at 10, but it's pretty much certain, I would say. Kirby down to 4 and 9. But of course, if all the losers down there keep losing, then Kirby's not going to go anywhere. He's just going to be right where he is still. It would help him if Marth loses, and certainly if Marth and Mario would lose. Brawler also at 6 and 6. He's a little lower than those 7 and 6s, so that could help. And Kirby, maybe even Greninja, Young Link, Ryu. I don't know, with 4 and 10, I don't know. But if Young Link here or Ryu later can pick up a win and go to 5 and 9, now that is a whole different story. That would be interesting. Byleth certainly not going to make it easy on Young Link in this one. Again, yeah, Young Link 4 and 9. Byleth, however, is 9 and 3. Byleth looking for her 10th win here. And she will be probably good for playoffs herself. She's already had her bye. She's just playing out. But yeah, that's what happens. I mean, you obviously want to keep winning to stay up there in the top. Certainly if you want to remain in the division, the top 8. Get a good playoff spot, a really good start to the playoffs to try to get to the top 3, get a bye. But, and of course also easier matchups the higher you get, rank-wise. But either way, you get to the 10 wins, you are probably pretty good. Byleth is number 4 right now. There's 3 9 and 3s. She's one of them. Basically, tied for... They would be tied for second, except Rool beat both the other 9 and 3. So really, it's Simon and Byleth that are tied for third. Rool is above them. In second for sure. Still be up there with Donkey Kong if it weren't for his bye last set, probably. Oh no, Young Link not going to be able to make it back there. 23% only knocked out. 155 on Byleth. First stock. Young Link's on his last already. So I guess that's that. Byleth probably going to go up to 10 and 3. With Donkey Kong So it means we're gonna have to look at all the matchups at that point. But if it's only Donkey Kong and Byleth, I'll tell you right now, Byleth beat Donkey Kong. So Byleth, if the other two don't win, Byleth would be #1. But it will matter. All the matchups will matter if there's more than just those two. Possible she won't go ahead of him if he beats someone that she lost to, and they're all just gonna stay where they are. She's at 2-17 in this one right now, looking for the flawless against Young Link, who's actually had some decent matches here. 77% on him. He's new to the league, even though he's up there. We had Toon Link in, did not have Young Link. Might have just saved him there, Byleth, and does not get her flawless because of that. We got 100 on Young Link. As last, Byleth 2 stocks still, no problem here. Waiting for that one big hit. Getting a couple, but not big enough. Nope. Usually Byleth not searching for a big hit because that halberd's just ridiculous. Poison Mushroom prolonging it a little bit here. Back to normal though for her, and there it is. Byleth wins. 10-3. Young Link 4-10. Again, already with the 4 wins, maybe a very, very slight shot for him. Haven't yet to have his bye. We shall see. We shall also see about Rool and Simon a little later. They actually are the last 2 matches, so it'll be a bit. But Byleth will be able to rest on her laurels for a while at least. Of course, Rool and Simon being in the last 2 matches means that they're also up against some good fighters. Dr. Mario 8-5 and Yoshi the 7-5. Pit here doing decent 7-5 himself. Ryu means he's gonna have he's got a tough one on his hands then. The last of the 4 and 9s here to go. One more has got a shot to go up, the others have dropped. Means Ryu has a chance to go way up in the division here. If he goes 5 and 9, he'd be doing very well. Kirby at 4 and 8 lost, he's 4 and 9. He would almost have gone up. Lucario winning went to 5 and 8, so Ryu would be a half a match behind Lucario in 16th place all of a sudden. He was up there before slightly recently. After 8 sets, he was 3 and 5. See if we can get back there. 3 and 5 to now 4 and 9. Not great. There was a slight glimmer of hope back then, I guess, for even like some decent playoff contention. Pit was up there for a while. It just stuck below the stage there and gives Ryu a nice big lead. Well, not a huge one, I guess. 101, 113. Ryu's out of here. Never mind. It's tied up at 2 stock now. Pit is actually down to 7 and 5, really. I mean, he's up, I guess. He was 5 and 5. So he's up from 5 and 5 to 7 and 5, but he was down from... Yeah, he was 4 and 1 and then ended up 5 and 5 from there, so pretty big drop. Pretty big drop. He's actually number 3, tied for first really with Simon and Pyra. That 4 and 1, so it's kind of crazy. But it's good. I mean, it's good for him that he's up there, been up there this whole time. Playoffs looking like a pretty good possibility for him. He came from the yellow last season, where he did not make the playoffs, 8 and 12. Maybe just a game out. Only had the 1, 9 and 11 Ice Climbers who did make it in the last, very, very last spot. They got very lucky with that, but yeah, we had a few 8 and 12s. Pit, Luigi, a couple others probably. But that does not matter anymore. 7 and 5. He's looking to go at least 10 and 10 right now. He does need some more wins. I mean, he's been picking some up, so that's good. His last ones, Dr. Mario was a great one. Young Link, easier. But Dr. Mario, great win to pick up there. After losing to Mario, 2 sets before that. And again, he's knocked off here, so Ryu's got the lead. A decent, an even more decent one, only 73 on him now. Poison back to normal though for him. Hit doing what he can to try to bring this back, or is he gonna allow Ryu back into playoff contention? And that's not good for him, obviously, being one that could still fall out of the playoffs. You don't want to allow another guy in. That's the last thing you want to do. He's already at 64 on his last stock, though. Ryu's got a Super Mushroom. Can he close it out right here? Yes, he can. Boom. I can't believe it. Ryu. Is he going to do it? 5 and 9, he is certainly not out of this thing yet. I mean, again, we could see 8 and 12s making it in some of these divisions. I don't know about this one for sure, but a win is a win, and 5 and 9 is 5 and 9. Pit 7 and 6 though, not looking good for him. On a huge downtrend. He had those couple wins, but if you don't really factor those in, he's lost so many since 4 and 1, being the whole way now down to 7 and 6. Crazy. See if he can bounce back at some point. We'll see. Speaking of losing, Pyra and Mythra had just lost to Ryu themselves. So did Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff beat him. Never mind. So who knows? Can Jigglypuff beat Pyra and Mythra? Are they going to fall even farther? 8 and 4. The number 1 for a long time. Number 1s, I guess. Pyra and Mythra. Jigglypuff, though, is 2 and 10. However, again, yeah, one of those wins was just against Ryu, who's on the climb, who beat Pyra and Mythra. And the other one probably doesn't matter. Neither of them really do. Greninja was what the other one was. Kind of matters for her, I guess, if Greninja keeps losing. She can win a couple. You can get out of the second to last spot and get into the third to last spot instead. Yay. Doesn't quite get the knockout there with the sleep, but that was close. Pyra and Mythra taking that dot now. Damage over time, 101, 103, 110. 109, that is, on them. Of course, it stops right before that. 100 on Jiggly, though, is she's just floating up there off the map, taking the same kind of damage over time, pretty much. Even enough, she just wanted to make the damage even. And not good, because the Poison Mushroom and a Flaming Pyro Sword knocks her out there first. Now she pulls the Super Mushroom. 122, 136 on Mythra. She's out of here. That's a tie game again. 2 stock each. You don't want it to be close with Jigglypuff, being that she's 2 and 10. Kind of just want to destroy her and get it over with. Get on with your season. In case something silly like this happens. 58 though on Jiggly here. Pyra and Mythra trying to pull away with it. Another successful attack, a Super Mushroom for Mythra. 80 on Jiggly. She gonna sub in Pyra for a big hit? No. Maybe what you want to do if you pull the Super Mushroom with them. Probably what you want to do. Oh, blocked that entire attack of Mythra's. Looked like it probably would have done some damage. Shielded the attack is more like it. But 119 on Jigglypuff's second. Only 38 on Pyra and Mythra. The Super Mushroom for Jiggly. Can she do anything with it? Not really. Except take damage. Not great, not great. Oh! Nice attack by Pyra. That'll do it for Jiggly's second. Big ol' lead now for Pyra and Mythra. Take themselves to 9 and 4. Win. See where those 3 again, 3, 9, and 3s end up. Byleth already winning 2 more. And down. Wow, that was crazy damage. Jigglypuff just instantly knocked out. See you later. And that's it. Jiggly is 2-11, done. Still done, just as done as before. Well, even more done. It was already done. Pyra and Mithra, at least going to remain 5th by themselves there at 9-4. But we'll see if any of these others at 9-3 drop down to 9-4. See if you can pass them up. Try to climb back up there. Then here another slightly pointless one, but not quite still, because though there is a 2-10 Peach, who used to be 2nd place last season at 13-7. She's up against the used to be 13-7, now 6-7 Mario, who's right now the last playoff spot at rank 13. With a lot of competition above and below him, he needs a win. Super Mushroom again for him here to start things off already. And both of them were 13-7 last season. Peach was above him in the records, or in the standings. Mario lost to the Ice Climbers in the first round. Peach had a bye and then lost to Lucas in the second round. So neither of them did well against. Both of them had to fight Blue Division fighters. Mario fought the worst one, and Peach fought this 3rd best one, so there's that. But Mario, the worst one in the playoffs, that is, which was ranked, been 7, I guess? Yeah. A lot of Blue Division was getting in, a lot of Green Division got into, relative to how many were in the division. Green and Yellow being smaller than Blue and Red last season, now they're all the same, of course. Peach already knocked out once, Mario 103, Peach 54 on her second. Not looking amazing for her. If she can get a knockout quick enough here, then maybe she can try to play some playoff destroyer for her boyfriend here. Not looking great though. 69% already on that second. 129 on Mario's first. Hanging in for sure. Poison Mushroom off the side, nobody gets it. Peach launched 95. Ooh. 103. Launched off, but lots of damage. Super Mario coming in, tossing Peach out of here. 145 on him, Super Mushroom, but wow. Peach finally gets the first one, but it's all over. Full stock up for Mario. So Peach will go down to 2-11 like Jiggly. Jiggly bad from the yellow last season was 7-13. So he's used to being at the bottom. She was at the bottom there. Not used to do as poorly, but Peach not at all used to this. She is this season since she's been there the entire time, but it's crazy. It's crazy to see such a bad swing. We've seen some really good swings, we've seen some bad ones. This one, Kirby's not good either. At least he still has a shot. Mario's not faring as well, but he's, at least in the middle of the pack. There's a lot of new fighters. Most of the division, the majority is new fighters to the division, so. In fact, the majority of fighters is new to the league. So, in every division. Let alone the ones that swapped. Every division had one swap into a new one as well, so. Peach is actually trying to fight back here. 71 on Mario, Super Mushroom on her. 63% left. Or 63% only-ish on that last stock of hers. Oh, Mario. Fireball's connecting though, and oh, nice attack, but Mario just goes off the side. Goes off the bottom. Under the stage. Stuck. After trying to get the side elimination and does not get it, because Peach just made her way right back with those hip things. Hip swings. Mario not quite finishing her off. 144. He's just hanging in there. 14 on Mario's last, but I mean, oh man, Super Mushroom 34 on Mario now. No way. She's not gonna make this kind of crazy comeback. Now of all times, she didn't do anything with the Super Mushroom, so probably not. There it is, Mario securing the victory that was much closer than it should have been. All Peach needed was like 2 good hits with that Super Mushroom and he could have been gone. But that did not happen, so Mario is now 7-7. Good old 500, that's what you want. You can remain around there, you should be good for playoffs. Peach 2-11. Done and done. And now it's time for the 4 best matchups though. Marth, whose Mario just took his playoff spot last set. 5-7 now. Can he make his way back in at 6-7? Possible. But probably, yes, it's possible, because I think he is above me Brawler. I think he may have beaten me Brawler, which would mean that he would go above him if me Brawler loses. They both go 6-7 again, tied up. He would get that last spot. Very interesting. Brawler has to lose for that to happen. He also has to win. Zelda. Not an easy competitor, 7-6 herself. Falling to that point though. Last season 12-8. Did quite well in this very contentious division. And even in the playoffs, well, never mind, she actually lost her first round as well to Link. She was the favorited. That was one of the favorites that lost, but not as bad as the other 2 favorites that lost. Gets the return knockout. Quick one from Marth, but she returns the favor, and now it's tied up at 2. Marth from the yellow, again, he was 7-13 as well, but he's doing very well compared to the others at 7-3. Jigglypuff the whole way down. Lucario 7-13, just about playoff rate. Actually, just below Marth right now, but Marth just slightly better in 5-7 to 4-8 coming into today. But Lucario with the win. Put himself the same record, 5-8, both of them, if Marth loses. I believe they may have fought already. Oh, nice Marth. Supersize attack 70 plus on Zelda, and he again has the lead. It's a close one, but it would be slight upset here. Again, bringing one of those higher middle of the pack down, giving him a much better chance, not just for that last playoff spot, but maybe even a more secure spot. As Zelda wants to get back into that top 8, so she can stay in the red division where she was last season, where she began this league. The Link is now in the green. Everybody, I guess. She's the only Zelda character left. All of them used to be here. Well, there's a young Link, but he got rolled here, so that's a little different. Link, Toon Link, and Sheik all moved to the green last season, so I guess she wants to join the rest of her cohorts and be okay. Even again, if she's... Oh man, nice attack by Marth. Poison Zelda almost gets her. It's gonna probably do it. I think Marth is gonna get this one easy here. Yep, there it is. GG Marth. Wow. And again, yeah, he's got a shot now at going back into the playoff picture. If Brawler loses the next match here coming up. Zelda though, wow. Zelda's down to 7-7, another 500, but you don't want to be going down to there. She was in the top 8, so this is big. She was 6-3. Yeah, she was 6-3. That's probably one of the better records she had there, but still 6-3 to 7-7. Oof. Marth, though, yeah, that's very interesting. Both of them coming closer to record with each other. But here he is, 6-6 right now, up against the 7-5 Terry. Nice chance right here. They both had buys. They got the different records than the rest we've been seeing around them, at least. those 7 and 6s. Mainly the 6 and 7 Mario. Terry off the side, he's back. He's back. Supersized Terry. 13 only on Brawler though. Terry's been kind of moving up in the world here lately. He was up there, kind of up there. He's kind of hanging in toward the top of the middle, and then down toward the middle. But he's been winning a few lately, so let's see. Right now, number 8. Not sure if he would be 8 or 9. Terry and Pit have yet to fight. Those are the 8 and 9 right now. Terry eliminated first. Brawler is only at 36%. Terry, another Super Mushroom. Can it help him bring this one back? Maybe. Maybe. Nice attacks. 91 all of a sudden on me, Brawler. Mushroom wears off, though. Another one for Terry. Wow, what luck for him. That will do it, that one. Only 20 on him, bringing it back to even here. What's the Brawler got? He right the ship in this one. Oh. Terry on a bit of a roll. Poison Mushroom though. Oh. Not quite launched. Brawler was able to get a bit more damage on him. 71 now on Terry. Nice block on the Brawler. Avoided a little damage, but Terry stacking some more on. 62 to 81. Pretty close right now. Wow, 62-97. Oh, Brawler's favor, but the Poison Mushroom on him makes it basically even right now. Terry, oh, can't finish the combo. Brawler back to normal. Again, still 90 to 99. So close. So close. Oh, Terry tries to avoid the shot put, just backs up and still gets hit by it. He's in go though. Go mode, 111%. Brawler able to make it back there, 103. Oh, knocks him out at 133. Brawler gets Terry. And that is was a lead at the for a very slight moment. 130% knockout though on Brawler, and that's 1-1, 0%. Let's go. Brawler's big. Brawler's normal size. Brawler's big again. Terry's at 49% now. Oh, what a block. Blocking the shot put. Dodging, though, the Super Mushroom. But then he gets it. Terry, it's 43 to 49. Oh, one big hit while you're big. Could do it. 67 on Brawler. Terry catches him again. It's not going to be quite enough, though. 81 on Brawler. 95. Terry is bringing him right into the danger zone, even for normal size Terry. And he's big again. Terry, is he going to do it right here? 119, 120 on the Brawler. Is that enough? Yes. Terry knocks him too far away. Brawler not the greatest recovery, and that is going to do it. Terry. Ooh, man, a close one for him. He's 8-5 now. And that is pretty good. The first of the 7 and 5s to go, I guess. No, we saw Pit lose already. We're going to see Yoshi next. So Pit goes down, Terry goes up. It's definitely important for him because those two haven't fought yet. Love it for Yoshi to go down as well, because Yoshi already beat him. Me Brawler, 6 and 7, not great for him because he's right at on the cusp of playoffs at the moment. He's not going to like what might happen at the end of today. But of course, two great matchups left. Two amazing ones. Rool at 9 and 3. Yoshi's 7 and 5. What does Yoshi have? Can he handle this big Kremlin King? Not many have. Maybe he's got what it takes though. off to a decent start here, all things considered, but one Super Mushroom for King K. Rool could change everything. 77, Yoshi's still ahead, 77 to 48. God, the Poison Mushroom though. Not quite launched, but that was close. And now King K. Rool supersized, Yoshi's still tiny. That's not even fair. 90 on K. Rool on his first. Yoshi launched already out of here. Can he get this first stock relatively quickly? Poison Mushroom on K. Rool. Nice, he goes upward, Yoshi follows him. That's the knockout. 35 though on him now. Super Mushroom on King K. Rool. And almost gets the same knockout he did last time, but not poisoned this time, Yoshi. Oh, and he gets that headbutt upward. Down goes Yoshi. Flying through the sky. And K. Rool already an entire stock advantage. Yoshi on his last leg. And he pulls some miracle off right here. Bring it back to even. That Poison Mushroom is not going to do it. He jumps into the cannon. Super Mushroom. To normal for him. It's already at 52 on that last stock though. Not great. K. Rool wants that Poison Mushroom, he misses it. And while he's at it, Yoshi grabs the Super Mushroom on the other side. I don't think it's going to help him though. He's trying. 63 on K. Rool's second, 89 though on Yoshi's last. It prolonged it a little bit, but that's about all he's doing here. So Super Mushroom, Yoshi, Poison Mushroom on K. Rool, still not enough for him. 112, 92, K. Rool still here. 104, K. Rool still here. 112 on Yoshi's last. And K. Rool gets the Super Mushroom while he sucks Yoshi up into the gun, and out he comes, blasting off the stage. Very easy win for the now 10-3 King K. Rool, moving right back up to his tie for first with Donkey Kong. After he had his bye, now DK had his bye. They're both up there. And Byleth, in the meantime, has also reached them with her wins. We have one more left to see, Simon, if he can also get up to that 10-3 spot. It's the same as last season, a big old win at the top, or big old tie, that is, at the top. And Yoshi is down again to 7-6 now. See if he can remain in the top 8, just maybe. Maybe. Here we go. Big for a lot of people, not just because of the current ties. The 9-3 Simon, 8-5 Dr. Mario, number 6 here. Just dropped his last match. Again, that was to Pit. Simon off to maybe an okay start here if he can get some damage on the tiny Dr. Mario. Is it about even now? Or Simon the favorite here. Nice attacks. Dr. Mario's big right now though. Just evened up. Percent is all. There's certainly something. Oh man, Dr. Mario, yeah, this is one of the higher points he's been in the division. To try to remain at this spot, actually, it is, there was at one point pretty early on, he was one rank higher at 5, but 6 is great. A win here, you could even move up farther, perhaps. Almost. At least near that spot at 9-5, then 9-4, then Simon, but I don't know. He did get the first knockout. Simon returns the favor relatively quickly here. Takes another hit, so it's 45 to now 17 on Dr. Mario. Oh, but Simon stops him and grabs that Poison Mushroom for himself. Not much for Mario, though. 56 on Simon, however. And a nice attack before he's back to regular size. Simon's still tiny. I think he must have grabbed another one, and Dr. Mario grabbed a Super Mushroom in the meantime and gets the knockout. That is massive there. Wow, and that is it. You know, this is not as crazy as the Pokeball season as we keep mentioning, but still, the Super and Poison Mushrooms can play such a huge part. It seems like they have, and it almost played enough of a part to bring this one back for Simon here. Not quite yet, though. 20 to 59. Dr. Mario extra stock. Simon last one. Super Mushroom off the side. Mario, every decent attack Mario gets off nearly could spell defeat for Simon here. Slight upset to finish things off. Oh, that chain though, and that is why Simon is so good. 54% Super Mushroom. He's back to normal from that Poison Mushroom though. Can Dr. Mario finish this off, or will he fall? Simon bring it back and go up to 10 and 3 with everybody else. 65 to 7. Dr. Mario Super Mushroom with the lead as well. That could do it. Can he get one? Oh, the Poison Mushroom on Simon. 2 advantages in a row for Dr. Mario, and that is going to do it. He does connect with that big old Dr. Fist. And that is now the 9 and 5 Dr. Mario. He wants 10 wins. He is right there, 9 and 5, 9 and 4 Simon. Just behind him. He's right there with Pyra and Mithra as well still. So half a game behind. He is making a name for himself in this division, trying to separate himself from that middle pack. And I think he may have just done so. We'll have to see in these next maybe 2 coming matches. He could solidify his spot with, again, 9 wins now. 1 more win could be enough. Incredible. Incredible. Let's see now, I guess, where everyone's ended up after this insane set. All right. Set 14 in the books. Lucario defeating Greninja. Hero beating Kirby. Byleth beating Young Link. Ryu defeating Pit. Pyra and Mithra defeating Jigglypuff, and Mario beating Peach. Marth defeating Zelda. Terry defeating Brawler. King K. Rool beating Yoshi, and Dr. Mario beating Simon. We've got 3-way tie at 10 and 3 at the very top. King K. Rool, who beat Byleth, and Byleth, who beat Donkey Kong. And so we have an actual top 3. King K. Rool, Byleth, Donkey Kong. And then number 4 or 5, Simon and Pyra and Mithra, both 9 and 4, have yet to fight. We've got Dr. Mario still in the same spot, but looking amazing at 6th, 9 and 5, 8 and 5 Terry, the 8 and 6 Hero back into the top 8, and yeah, with 8 wins, looking amazing. That's the last of the 8+ wins there, rounding out the top 8. Pretty crazy. Look at all these 7 wins though. 2 7 and 6s. Yoshi and Pit still. The same records. Yoshi beating Pit already. Then we got Mario and Zelda. Mario beat Zelda, so he's actually launched himself way up there into rank 11. Zelda's way down to rank 12 now, but she's still in it, barely in the playoffs now. 6 and 7s just below them. Only one of them makes it in. It's Marth right now. Then we have Brawler losing his spot at this point, at least. Marth beating him, so both 6 and 7s. And then 5 and 8 Lucario still hanging on to his rank 15 by himself there at 5 and 8. Ryu now hops the whole way up to 16th at 5 and 9. Kirby's 4 and 9. Greninja and Young Link 4 and 10s still. Greninja beat him. And finally 2 and 11s, Jigglypuff and Peach. Could be that those 4 at the bottom are done, but maybe Greninja and Young Link have maybe 1 chance left because they still have their buys. So we'll have to see on that. Coming up next, it's going to be the green set 14. Mega Man taking on Piranha Plant. Lucina versus Gunner. Corrin up against Villager. Bowser versus Toon Link. Sheik against Link. Shulk versus Diddy Kong. Chrom versus Luigi. Wolf against Little Mac. Mewtwo up against Kazuya. And Bayonetta taking on King Dedede. That'll be a great one there. Bowser Jr. on a great climb for himself. And just lost his first match in a while, though. 7 and 6 on a bye. These guys are going to see Greninja at the bottom there on his bye finally. But other than that, yeah, we have Hero first up 8 and 6, taking on that 5 and 8 Lucario. Important one for them both. A little bit of a record difference there, though. Same with this one, 5 and 9 Ryu, taking on the Simon at 9 and 4. But again, still important for both of them. Mario, 7 and 7, taking on the 4 and 9 Kirby, also still important for both of them. Both a little lower in their records, though. Then we got Young Link. Maybe he's still a shot, 4 and 10. Maybe. We'll have to see. This is his last shot, probably, against Marth, of all people, 6 and 7, trying to hang on to that playoff spot himself now. Jigglypuff, 2 and 11, taking on the 7 and 6 Pit. And we got Zelda at 7 and 7, falling fast, but she's got an easy one against the 2 and 11 Peach, so just maybe she can start making a comeback now. On our best 4, they are so good. It was hard to put them in a good order here. King K. Rool is going to be first, though, 10 and 3 against the Brawler at 6 and 7, and that's why it's going to be the first of the 4. And then we got Terry, 8 and 5, taking on Pyra and Mithra at 9 and 4. That is going to be a great one. We still have 2 better than that, though. Yoshi, 7 and 6 versus our 10 and 3 Donkey Kong, and Dr. Mario, the 9 and 5, taking on the 10 and 3 Byleth. Those 10 and 3s are not done yet. They still got some tough ones ahead of them. And set 15 is going to be crazy. Greninja, again, on a bye, down at 4 and 10, so he'll stay there. He's hoping that, like, Ryu loses and Kirby loses and Lucario loses too, maybe. That'd be great for him. He could remain in this. Young Link losing would also help him, but again, that'd be the end for Young Link. And that is the end for this video. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe. Let me know who you think is going to win the upcoming matches. Come hang out in the streams Tuesday through Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, except on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Long-form Pokemon video game streams on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday mornings if you want to come chill and chat for a while. Come hang out, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, till next time, I'm Randy, Nerds Templar in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League. Peace out.